7 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Love. Again, he finds an opening. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Love. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Check. Crack down. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Love looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Zadarius Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. And a short gain here as he gets it up, only to about the 6.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Love now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he settles in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hilliard will elect to not return it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
From the gun, here's Swift. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but on both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And 8 at the Lions' 43-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. He'll find Aguara complete. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Love from the gun. And he just throws this one away. It's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point bender.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just race someone. It's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
first and 10. Stafford. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Loving the Packers now with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That time he's out of bounds. And what will be the final play of this first quarter? Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Operating from the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they're used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On second and 9. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He was
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Packer.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Trey. Cycle. Watch QB turn. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Love looking to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4-yard gain. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the well is on here in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Second and 10, Stafford again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Throwing again on second down. Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A little juke. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Lions.
Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions first down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Brings up second and
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Love looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are pouring it on. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Good.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the rout is on here in this first half. They will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Left side completion to Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Lions.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 30.
Oh, that is a complete shake. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, it on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
His own 5-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From his own goal line, Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Number 89.
Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Jones. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
You know how we get focused in the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do. Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch you through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers continue to roll. Extra point try now for Crosby. And oh, it's no good in the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Aaron Jones. Now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone, and Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lions go for it on 4th at Stafford. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Turnover on down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Jones, the ball guy. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted.
And they get a 4th quarter pick. Something that he could have, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right
touchdown. Aaron Jones, 50 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Got two sides to that coin, and looking like they're really protected here in this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
87.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Detroit.
On first down, Stafford here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. Third down here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
10 at the 16-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Kickoff unit as they run up and this taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Dontrell Hilliard on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception. Now picked up by Darnell Savage. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking fifth pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 3rd. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stafford on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Ball to 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Love now. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Complete.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 3-yard line.
Love. The quick slant caught. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There on the tackle.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football? This is old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At their own
Lions
20-yard
offense
line.
ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Pay attention, pay attention.
Victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.